Lapina working hard. Tynan took it away, though. He can't spin it out. Carrick's got it. Launches one. He scores! Trevor Carrick lets that one fly. Nosiainen. He takes an absolute drilling from Patterin at the blue line. Cleanly tries to send it through traffic, and Prince couldn't handle it, a little too hot. He'll send this one, and he scores! Oh, there's your traffic in front of the net. And Greg Prince brings it back to within one. It's 3-2. The Gulls come alive. Look out here. Wagner backdoor got his stick all tangled up, and we're going to get a whistle here, and they're going to go. It's Ward and Briard over on the far side wall. A right hand, a few of them from Briard. Ward tried to connect. Now it's a bunch of jersey grabbing at the moment. The officials will let them regroup and restart. A little underhand and an overhand from Briard, and they'll exchange swings back and forth. A little bit of a left there from Briard, back to a right. Ward swings and misses, and they get tangled up. Finally going down to the ice is Briard.
Final 5 minutes. Yates intercepts an outlet pass, and Garcia comes to clean it up. They'll get it back to his defenseman in Harris. Now here's Young into the offensive zone. Pete gonna track it down for Jay Serra with Yates bearing down on him. Burchett try to backhand it underneath. We got a whistle here. Is this against Damien? We've got an elbowing call against the Spartans. They're gonna get Yates for running into Pete in the corner with the elbows up, and now the Lions another chance to try to even it up here as we get into the latter stages of this third period.
Yeah, this is exactly what they need to try to find that knotting up goal. The equalizer is in front of them. You got to get something done here on the power play. Meanwhile, if you're Damien, you felt pretty good at the beginning of this game, but these Lions, they will not go away sometimes, and you're seeing that here. They're fighting hard tonight.
Fourth Jay Serra power play. They're 1 for 3. Trying to even things up here as we're in the final quarter of this third period. Rowan Millett shaking off Ethan Winters. A little bit more room to skate than maybe Damien would have liked to see, and his shot is redirected wide. Now Winters has it. And he sends it up off the glass where Seymour will have to go pick it up from Burkar. Now work it around in front of the penalty boxes to DeSplinter. And he lifted his stick for a moment and had it poked away. That was nearly offside. I don't know if DeSplinter touched it while he was in the zone, but plays ruled clean. He gets it back onside. Backhands one off Dumont. Held by Stevens. Seymour through traffic, and he hooked it wide. DeSplinter takes a survey of the ice, wants Stevens up top. He'll give it right back. Winters keeping a watchful eye on both, and we've got a penalty in front, and we've got a couple of players who are caught in a double headlock. Fickinger and Flynn were tangled up. You get the feeling they're both going to go here. And we're not going to see much change to that scoreboard. A couple of roughing calls coming up here to the opponents. And we'll stay 5-on-4 for 43 seconds as Flynn waves goodbye to Fickinger. And maybe for a moment there forgot that he's going basically to the same place.
Yeah, those are the kind of penalties that you've got to try to avoid. Mainly because if you do get in that entanglement, if you can somehow come out as the innocent party, you can get a penalty called against the team that you're facing, but in this case, they both get rung up for it.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to risk losing the rest of a power play down a goal here if you're Fickinger. But much to his delight, they're both going off here. Half a minute to go on the power play. Backside shot. Crawford put it right into the chest of Dumont. That is save number 11 for Travis on the evening. He stopped the 11 of 13. This one sent in front, kicked away. by Dumont, by Stevens, who let it go inside the blue line. White with a good glove keeps it in. And that cross-ice pass knocked away by Modell, and he could have gone off to the races if he caught it cleanly. 10 seconds left on the Yates penalty. And then we're back to 5-on-5. Stevens weaving his way around Garcia. Backside pass, shot fanned on by Ecker. Yates races to the bench. So it stays essentially 5-on-4 momentarily as Ochoa comes on. Stevens goes back to the bench for Jay Serra, and Gerard steps onto the ice. 2:25 left, a one-goal game. Now all eyes will be on Luke Burkar as this one comes in front as Holder could not pull the trigger. Backside, room for Ecker, a little move to the backhand, and that one went backside to Crawford, but he couldn't corral it to get a shot away. Sent up to neutral ice. Kanoa Gerard touches it. It's a hand pass against Jay Serra. So we'll keep it here just outside their zone with 2:05 to go. And we keep an eye on the Lions bench. Is it timeout time yet? Not quite. Or is it? It is. Timeout Lions. So we'll see if Burkar will come back out to the crease after this discussion has concluded.
Fans, a reminder, we are celebrating 15 years of the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League. While we'd love to have you here in the arena, we also thank you for joining us here on CIH Media and invite you to do it all year long. Find the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League on social media. Lots of stuff will be going out in celebration of the 15-year, it's not an anniversary, it's a 15-year celebration. Regardless, we're excited to have it with you here. We're excited to bring you coverage of it exclusively on CIH Media. Find CIH Media on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. And, of course, go to CIH-media.com. You're already there, so congratulations. You've already done part one. Then, part two, become a premium member. You're going to have access to watch this game and every single broadcast in the history of CIH Media. And, Eric, you're going to get to watch the report card. Eric and Chuck did a pretty good preview of the season. If you haven't gotten a chance to take a look at it, you better. And, Eric, there is a netminder in the crease for the Lions out of this timeout.
Yep, they're going to stick with Burkar in between the pipes here with the final 2 minutes after the timeout. Armas racing back forward as Jay Serra put it into the offensive zone. If they can get possession here, and that's when you might see Luke head back, but they can't, and it's cleared out. Gerard is going to catch up to that. There will not be an ice. There will be an icing call. Interesting. Maybe this is the time Burkar will head to the bench. Taking a look into the future for these two teams. Mentioned they're going to play next Thursday night. After that, Jay Serra's got the mother of all battles right here at 5 Point Arena on September 24th at 4:20 p.m. For Damien, they will be back in action the day after they play, they'll play tomorrow actually against Orange Lutheran at 12:45, then against Jay Serra, then against St. John Bosco on September 23rd on Rink 3 at 7:50.
Goaltender was told to wait until possession, and there he goes.
Empty net for Jay Serra with exactly 93 seconds left. They're down a goal. Pete through traffic, redirected. Holder, rebound, score! It bounced around right to the splinter, and he backhanded it up and in. The goal of the extra attacker for the Lions. It's 3-3 with $1:25 to go, and the Lions are all fired up.
Obviously, the season had already been condensed, and that seems to be the new model going forward, but condensed even further with the restrictions that are put into place. What was the schedule-making process like for the league, and how fast and furious is it going to be once things get started in January?
That's why they were D3 champs.
Hey, you got to win with goaltending. Yeah. I mean, that's the number one thing, right? Is Servite comes out, and they had a pretty good start to that game against Capistrano United. Wasn't exactly sure how it was going to turn out. We didn't know how long they were going to be able to hold off the Coyotes because of their firepower, and they come out, only need a couple of goals. They were able to keep the Coyotes off the board. They get a huge win. They're the lowest seed ever to win a championship in the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League. They were the number 9 seed. They took out the number 1 seed in that Commissioner's Cup final. Just an awesome run by Mike Marshall and his Friars, and we'll see if Servite can come back and get another one next year.
Division II, we had a shutout as well.
I mean, Bosco showed why they're perennial champions in the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League. They go out, they hit the ice. You know they're going to give 110, 150% every time they go out. Thomas Kapusta had them ready to go, and they brought home another title.